Hey there everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back from more Age of Wonders 4, where we are currently licking our wounds after some pretty heavy fighting up north of what was formerly the Teal Dragon's capital. He's dead now, thank goodness. We did manage to knock another one out in the last episode. And now we're turning our attention probably more to the north to go after Taina, while hopefully she's still also licking her wounds, I hope, because we took out a big chunk of her army as well. Although I think there was more that retreated, so that we might still run into some resistance up north. But I'm kind of thinking that might be where Genghis's army pushes next. So we'll see how it goes. I was gonna have these guys go kind of poke this city-state over here and see if we provoke any enemy response. Because we've got Rachek up here is kind of the next one. And then, of course, we've still got a group that's going east to try to track down Flamek over here. So got a lot of different moving parts going on right now. I'm going to click through a bunch of these unit orders and make sure that everyone is good. I think for the most part, people are staying where they're at this turn for most of these guys that are just on the edge of friendly territory because they're all injured. So I'm going to go ahead and have them. Yeah, I think we're at the end of the turn here. I did want to make sure this army has used all their movement, and it looks like they have. So we're going to be jumping right into it here pretty quickly. I do want to go over some comments from there's only a few this week. One from Tohab. Don't forget about the Sanctuary Outpost with the Void Stones after I'm done dealing with Flamek. I think that is this one here, but I don't remember for sure. Yeah, it is this one. Unfortunately, it is a fractal infestation mess right now. However, that's still, I mean, we can deal with that. So if I can get a hero army. The main problem with this is getting a hero army down there. And I can't do that very easily, but like right now, but maybe later after I'm done dealing with Flamek. So, I'll try to remember to do that later. And then a couple things for Chris Lighthawk. With regard to the Battle Saint stuff that I was talking about in the last episode, I never did get an actual answer from anyone about like what the difference is between a lock icon here and an unlocked icon here. I do not know why there's a difference between those two things. However, it does say that this is incompatible with healing support. So I should not be able to get this because it says right there that it's straight up incompatible. It's just, I want to know why that's unlocked. What does that mean? Why is that different from this? There should be a difference between those two things. However, we can still get defensive masters on a cleric or on a battle saint as well, I guess a cleric going down this route. But I can still get defensive masters, just not through the tree. I'd have to craft it on an item. I can make a shield for them. Battle Saints can use shields. And then I could give it to her. The problem is that the shield requires, a defensive master shields requires 3 haste berries, and I only have 2. And both of those 2 I'm currently in the process of harvesting or over harvesting right now. So it's going to be a minute before those are done. Part of me wonders whether it would be worth using Imperium to over harvest and maybe trying to get a third one. I think it might be actually, because having 3 haste berries is very useful because it also lets you make boots with very fast movement. And I think there's a couple other things I really like to do with haste berries. Haste berries are one of my favorite magic materials to get my hands on. I think I actually am going to rush along one of these two. I think it makes more sense to take the one that's, since I need 3, I'll just let this one progress at the normal rate, and I'll try to hurry this one up. So we're going to go ahead and pay to over harvest that. That cuts that down to 3. So by the time that's done, this will have 6 turns left, and then we can probably arrange to get them both at around the same time. That seems like a pretty good idea to me. And that's really pretty much it. We're just gonna hit next turn and move along here. Currently in the process of trying to get another fallen angel summoned, which would be very, very handy. Interestingly, wait, no, never mind. I was thinking they counted as a battle mage, but they don't. They're still just a mythic unit. So they don't benefit from the battle mage enchantments. I was trying to look at different enchantments. In fact, I was trying to look at different tomes to plan out what I'm going to do now that my main build series is done, and I've gotten my tier 5 tome. That's usually the extent to which I plan my builds. I plan them all the way through up to the tier 5 tome, and from there it's just kind of flexible. So, but I do think I know what I'm going to do next with this one, because there is one in particular that would be very, very useful to me. Also, I'm apologize if my voice sounds a little bit more nasally than usual, I guess. I don't normally have spring allergies, but for some reason this morning I'm just a mess. So, yeah, I've been sneezing. I've been trying to actually start my recording for a while now, keep sneezing and stuff like that. So it's very annoying, and I have no idea what's causing it. Hopefully I don't end up developing spring allergies, because I get them bad enough in the fall, and I just don't want to deal with that. Also, I did notice that we're about to have a infestation drop right on top of our poor sanctuary here. Not really the end of the world, but it is a little bit annoying, I suppose. We can clean it up pretty easily, though. I've got the leftovers from these armies heading back. I've got, let's see, I've got these guys that came back. You're mostly here to defend, but they might help push the city-state because it's so close. But I don't know, if that becomes an infestation, I'll probably just have them redirect to go kill that, because this is the stack that's going to be mainly leading the charge on that city there. And then the more city-states we can destroy, the easier things become for us, because for one thing we get more money and more income, but for another thing it's just getting things out of the way that are harassing us. And the city-states don't come back, so unless the computers found more and then release them as vassals or whatever, which they usually don't do from what I've seen. Oh, okay. Rachek came in here and interrupted Glorious Conclave's siege. That's super annoying. That is extremely annoying. He doesn't have a very strong army in there, though, or I should say he doesn't have a very well-positioned army in there. There's a single stack that's floating by itself. However, Genghis Khan's army is pretty beat up, so I'd still be doing this in an injured state if I were to counterattack him now. Dang it. I just needed one turn to raise that, and he's going to come in and make a mess. Let's see, what would we be fighting? I'm sure it'd be that stack, probably the 2 hero stacks, and he's got Tyrant Knights, which are Umbral transformed, so they'll just float around. A couple shades. This army doesn't look very scary, to be honest. The shades can be annoying, but generally not too bad if you know how to manage them. The main problem is I'm injured pretty badly. Part of me is wondering if now is a good time to pop this. I don't think so, because it's not like a desperate situation right now, and I can only do that once. Actually, technically speaking, following the next update, it sounds like they're making these one-time use abilities things you can actually use multiple times. It just costs more every time, which is kind of cool. But also, I think the entire affinity tree is getting a rework in the next update, if I remember reading correctly. I'm pretty sure that was the next major update, which is only like 2 or 3 weeks off from the time I'm recording this. It's part of that Sprite update that's coming around the same time as the Secrets of the Archmages DLC. So I'm not sure if any of this will actually change, because this is already an existing game. I kind of doubt that that would apply to existing games, because it would completely upend the entire Empire tree. But I don't know. Like, I don't know if the data will still be in the game for the old Empire tree to even exist. I'm not sure where that data is saved or where the game pulls it from. So maybe it'll just refund my points and then I'll reallocate them. Have no idea how that's going to affect any of this. So for now, I just have to play as though this is going to remain the same. And I don't know that it's worth using that for this. I do have enough healing that I can probably patch these guys up pretty effectively. Because I've got my cleric. I can give a bunch of people regeneration. Yeah, I think with the amount of healing I have, I should be okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this. Now that says it's an impossible battle, but if we pull up everybody else, I think we'll be okay. Their army's just, it's not that good. And this is a good opportunity to take out a chunk of Rachek's forces, which I have not actually seen in a while, so he probably has a lot more that he could bring in, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going to do this. Says it's a risky battle. That is kind of normal. Gonna splurge and use some of my 30,000 mana to do this. And hopefully we can get away without any major casualties. Or actually without any casualties at all. These units are highly promoted. Yeah, we can't be having Genghis go down now, can we? Alright, well I guess we're just gonna deal with this. This will be our first fight for the game. For the day, anyway. Alright, well the only person who needs help over here is the only person who needs healing is the healer. So he might, I don't think he can actually use that on himself, can he? No, that wouldn't make very much sense, would it? Yeah, we got these guys pretty well outnumbered. I think what we're going to do is pull left, because the healer could then heal that archer. And we got this guy here. I think she needs to pop battlefield restoration as soon as she can. She can, however, do a mending touch. Probably that's going to be done on this guy. Okay, so I think we're going to start moving this way. I want you to go here, and you to go here. You can go to here and pull him to you. Then we're going to kind of post up with these guys. And Genghis can hang out near them. I think I'm going to have these guys use... Actually, I'm going to have these guys go back here. Do mending touch there. Patch him up. Genghis can kind of have this war breed come up here. That war breed's going to heal itself over time, so I don't need to heal it. I think it has battlefield regeneration on its own. These guys go here. Nope, hang on. Forgot they were out of movement, so I'm going to have them heal like that. Yeah, I think that's the main reason the AI probably lost this battle, is just because it's not micromanaging healing as effectively as a human player can. I can tell you need it. Then you can drop mending touch on him. Gosh, that does a lot. That's really nice. I don't need cleanse. Don't need dome of protection, although it would give a little bit of extra healing for units in an area. Is that a once per battle thing? No, it's got a cooldown. I'll go ahead and use it. Alright, that'll work for now. We'll see how they approach. But I was able to get quite a bit of healing done on that first turn. Okay, these guys are looking for a fight down here pretty early. Maybe I will split up into two separate groups. Yeah, since these guys are already basically right on top of me. Although, did he just get... No, he didn't get stunned. Yeah, I think we're just going to be fighting in two separate groups regardless. I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice here. This is a really nice spot to drop Pyre Cloak. It's going to be pretty effective against all these umbral things. Yeah, you know what? If we want to do this, we can do this. Or if you want to do this, we can do this. I'll just bring another guy to help support. He should be okay against a Tyrant Guard. Oh, Tyrant Guards, not Tyrant. No, oh wait, those are the Tyrant Knights. Okay, I thought one of them was a Knight. Let's see. You, if Genghis makes this guy go twice, he could do quite a bit of damage. So I could move him here, blast all 3 of these units with Ray of Corruption. Let me look and see how this comes out. Yeah, it goes 1 forward and then it goes to the side. So if I put them here, I could hit all 3 of these units without hitting my own. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, just blast them all with Ray of Corruption. Also, you're standing next to Genghis Khan, so he's got an increased critical hit chance on this. And he got it. That was very nice. Okay. And then I can just make him go again. It makes sense because he's extremely strong. And then he'll probably crit this and kill this guy. Yep. Get him out of the way, and then that opens up the hero to being killed. These guys are just gonna get smoked, I think. I am going to go ahead and leave momentum to this guy here. Gives him momentum and will help him do more damage. He's blind, but it doesn't really matter that much. And I guess we'll do Smite here, because that'll leave defense mode active, so I'm protecting my own guy. And we can go here and actually just do an attack. Okay. How about you guys? I might go... Yeah, I think I'm going to have them... Actually, I know what I'm going to do. Alright, Genghis just needs to land 1 critical hit on that guy, and then he's basically toast. Those guys are stunned. Okay, but they got stunned on their turn. I think my guy stunned them. I think he has something that can stun enemies. So they'll be unstunned on their next turn, so I should still attack them. I think what I will do is I'm going to teleport this guy here. I'm going to shoot them in the back a little bit. Oh, that was not a good spot. The house is blocking it. I thought I had an angle there. Alright, well, kind of a bummer, but we'll just do this. Yeah, they're still gonna die regardless. Okay. I think I'm gonna have this guy come over here. That top side is handled just fine. Okay, and then you could go here. I'm gonna flank. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Actually, I want to have the cleric go ahead and use her big battlefield heal. So we're still gonna do that. But I might use Touch of Grace on somebody. Yeah, let's go ahead and use Touch of Grace on you. Just because we can. And you turn around. And no, not that one. I get the revive one mixed up with battlefield restoration. Yeah, use this. Probably should have used that at the beginning of the turn because it grants fortune. But hopefully we'll still get a little bit of mileage out of it. And then this guy, I want to run up here. And wait, hang on. No. Back that off. Yeah, I want you to drop this first. And I think... Yeah, this is fine. Drop that right on the hero there. And then you can move here. You'll be in a pretty strong position if you do this. That'll clear one of his status effects. I might actually clear more. I might go ahead and drop healing spell on him. But nobody's going to kill him, so it's probably fine. I'm going to have you move up here and just defend him. And that archer might be a little vulnerable up there, but I think this guy is, for the most part, blocking for him. Yeah, he's actually good. So, I'm just going to have this guy go here, smash him. I want the hero to go here, and I'll actually taunt this guy, or try to. Might get him to do something dumb. And then Genghis can kill him. What do I want to do with Snapshot? I guess save it. I'm not going to... What I really want is to get this guy out of the way, but then my Warbreed would just be in the way. I want Genghis to shoot the archer in the back and have somebody else kill the hero, but I don't think that's going to be an option. So we'll just do this. That actually doesn't really help me, does it? Yeah, because Genghis is probably going to get the kill on this anyway, because he's got a 90% crit. I'm not really sure that there's anything for this guy to do this turn. I'll just let Genghis get this kill. Nothing wrong with killing a hero. I was just hoping I could get a little bit more mileage out of it. He messed that guy up in the back pretty good anyway, though. Alright, you can move up and get a kill here. That's pretty easy. And then I guess the Warbreed could go after those guys in the back. In fact, if I use Sprint, I bet I can reach that one. I think he could, because he'd go right through the bush, yeah. So let's just do that. And these guys, I guess the best place for the shield is probably right here. Just block these guys from causing trouble. Okay, do I want to use a spell? Actually, Zealous Ignition might be kind of nice right now. Yeah, if I drop Zealous Ignition on this guy, that's even more Cleansing Flames all over everybody. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Okay, that hurt my own guy. Not ideal. He should be okay. He's got enough regen. Oh, they got pushback on that hero. Alright, they're all ganging up on that guy, but he's just going to keep regenning. That Warbreed is going to be really, really nice for me. The longer it stays alive, the stronger it's going to get, the harder it's going to be to kill. Alright, this guy's fine. They didn't even do enough damage to get through his temporary hit points. Alright, so I'm going to use this guy with that 80% crit. Oh my gosh. Why did you go there? Must have triggered slip away. Okay, well, I guess we'll take that. Then I can go in here, into this mess that I've created, and start finishing these guys off. I might go ahead and have my cleric heal the Pyre Templar that's in the middle of all that. Actually, I think I'm just going to have them cleanse him, because he's still got a lot of debuffs. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, technically, I can do both. There we go. Wonder if I could get that hero on this turn. Probably could, if this guy wasn't blind. I do have focus aim, which would improve my odds, but won't guarantee a hit. Oh, how'd you get back here? Hello. Well, I don't really like you being right behind my cleric. Fortunately, he's not really being that big of a threat. I'm just gonna have you. Now, let's see. If he moves there, I've got a 60% chance to hit the hero. I think I'm just gonna... We'll let the hero be. Yeah, he's not a charge attacker, but he's not really threatening anything up there that much. I think we're just gonna deal with this guy behind me. These guys are just slipping and popping all over the place. Why did they do that? That wasn't slip away, that was something else, because slip away would only trigger on death, and he wasn't gonna die there. Or maybe he was. Maybe I was doing crits. It's not that. What is causing them to teleport all over the place like this? Is it the Umbral transformation? Does it do... Wait, no, Shadowed Escape, that's it. Okay, when the unit's hit point drop before 30%. Okay, got it. I will just leave you here. And you can come in. Actually, we don't want you running into the fire, because that'll hurt you. Okay, well, the rest of these guys should melt like butter. This should be pretty easy. I want to have this guy charge the people in the back, so I'm going to have other units try to deal with them. They have those annoying bushes that they're hiding in. Now the bushes are gone. Yeah, go ahead and go there. That seems pretty good. Alright, now, I want to pin these guys in. Still not a great chance to hit them. They're hiding in trees still. Got a lucky hit. I'll take lucky hits if I can get them. Ah, there's your teleport. Geez, that goes a long ways. Not long enough, though. And then we'll have Genghis come in here and hopefully finish the job, because he'll push him. Can I still hit him from there? I have a chance to. It's not great. Well, we'll take it. Alright, that army's all dead. Everybody else can go this way. Deal with this group down here. They really seem to enjoy attacking that Fire Templar. Yeah, just go ahead and smite him to death. I bet I would have a decent shot if I moved the horse archers to where this hero is currently standing. I have him move around. Yeah. Let's take that. Then you can move up here. Get a couple good swings in. And everyone's dead. Those Fire Templars are getting real dangerous. The reason I wanted to work them into this build is because Transformation Ascetics is giving everybody extra damage on their attacks, but with those Fire Templars, their attacks hit 3 units. So that extra damage is potentially up to 3 times as effective. It's very, very powerful considering that's their primary attack is an arcing multi-hit attack. Okay, that really wasn't very hard. Am I going to use any of this stuff? Sundered resistance, lifesteal's not bad, but that actually could, if I give my cleric defensive masters, that actually could be a pretty good item for them. If I give them a shield. Because you can really only use a one-handed weapon with the shield. You can't pair it with one of the magic orbs, so she's going to be a melee. I think I'm going to hang on to that. Hardy Mail, it's not great for a tier 4.
Huh?
But I guess I might be able to make use of the other item.
Huh?
Odds are I'll end up just crafting my own custom one, but I'm not sure that I have what I need for lifesteal. I think that's Archon Blood, and I have none. Oh wait, no, I have 2. Oh, that's right, I had that one that was down here. Yeah, okay. And I'm working on getting it for a 3rd time. No, I may have enough to make lifesteal stuff then. I do need to select another another research project. I think we're gonna go with Wrath of the Emperor just because it's a strategic map damage spell and I don't have one yet. I really don't have any better logic than that. Cast in enemy territory, the army additionally sustains 50% damage. Now, this is good to cast on armies in their territory, which is great for me because I'm planning to spend a lot of time in enemy territory. Okay, let's see if we can get you guys. Yeah, we'll go and do this. This should be pretty easy. Okay. And we're going to dismiss that. Don't need them. And then I'm going to try this again.
Uh-huh.
This time, though, I'm just going to probably leave this army on the city, which is maybe a little risky, but I just killed 2 big groups here, and I can't really get that far off the city. Like, I can't get back into friendly. Oh wait, yeah, I can. I just can't get this army back into friendly territory. The others can. Okay, never mind. We are going to do the same thing. And if it baits another enemy army in to try to attack the city, that's actually fine. I'll just kill more enemies. If I'm killing, 3 or 4 full stacks of units every turn, I'd say that's worth it. Genghis's army doesn't need the healing that bad, but they can always use some. Cleric's army needs it a bit more, so we'll do that. Alright, we'll just see what they do, I guess. Okay, we're kind of getting some of these guys back into an area that I could form them up into armies again, organized armies. The rest of these guys are still just kind of limping their way home. Heck, though, they did a great job. They really carried their weight out there up in the north. Okay, what do you guys need? You've got a lieutenant, you've got a strider. You could use a different type of unit. I got this weird... This guy here, you go with them. Alright, they can all just chill here. Just heal for a bit. I don't need you guys to do anything right now. Maybe they'll deal with that sanctuary here in a minute. Okay, I think now is the time to move in on Promisal. I'm not sure if I want to do it from there. I think I might stay just outside of their borders on this turn and then trigger the siege on the next turn. In fact, if I do that, I could set up an outpost here, which covers a pretty big chunk of territory, actually. Another thing I need to consider doing with my outposts is trying to hook them up to Ancient Wonders when and where I can. In which case, I really probably should get one back here next to this Starlight Chamber, because I can't reach that with my city. Another one near the Echoing Abyss would be nice. I think when I get my next hero, I might just make them run around and found outposts in a lot of these areas. Because I kind of own this southwestern side of the map now, aside from the infestations that keep showing up. So I don't really need to worry about enemy armies coming in and taking those. I'm not sure if the fractured infestations will actually mess with your outposts or not. So, and they can't pillage a wonder, so I might be safe back there. For the moment, though, I think it's fine to just move up here. I think this is actually a pretty good spot to siege that city from. So we're going to do that. Yep, go right there, and then just found an outpost. Oh, wait. Oops, can't do that. Forgot. But I can put one here. This is, that's too close to the enemy city. And there's no reason to not spam outposts all over the place, really, at this point, because they are basically, I basically have unlimited money. So I don't need to worry about the little measly 10 gold that I gotta pay to support them. Alright, and then this, the unfaithful stacks, they are kind of just chilling here. I think we're gonna have them just hang out generally nearby. They're pretty good just because they're very highly promoted. So shouldn't sleep on those units. They'll still carry their weight. Maybe my hero here should create an outpost in this area somewhere. Now that I'm thinking about outposts, I could grab one. I could put one here, and then maybe connect it to the Serpent's Cavern. Might be nice. There's my old one that Blue took over and isn't really doing anything with. I could. Let me go ahead and get these guys out of the way first. Okay. I don't need a monk. Although it is... No, I don't need a monk. Sorry, buddy. This seems such a violent way to dismiss your units. Like, you just tell the guy to go home, but no, you apparently just killed him on the spot because he fell over screaming. Alright, my skeletons here are going to go back to this to patch up. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not putting outposts all over the place. I really should be. Okay, you guys patch up. Working hard on getting them XP. The rest of you guys, you have a fire giant to hunt down. I think I'll probably put the outpost more like here. It's a bit more of a forward position. The skeletons maybe can come along later and take the Serpent Cavern. But for now, I'm more or less just interested in having... I might actually even expand it in a different direction to put a teleporter down so I can get reinforcements out here faster in case they're needed. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Right. Our target, our goal there is that cave. And we're closing in on it quickly. But I think this spot right here will work for an outpost. It's also kind of nestled in the middle of some mountains, which is... always kind of nice. A little more defensible, maybe. Typically isn't quite as important in this game as it was in Age of Wonders 3. You could get some really, really strong choke points in Age of Wonders 3. Alright, let's do that. I think everybody else is good to wait where they are. Oh, I've got my scout down here exploring. You know, he could be out there capturing outposts. That would be... or capturing, things like this. Yeah, why am I not doing that with him? That would be more useful. Yeah, go up here. And go get that. That's what your job's gonna be, is just running around capturing anything the enemy owns that's like an ancient wonder or something like that, so that I can just start outpost spamming on those. The main reason being it'll increase Imperium income, which will allow me to field more Tier 4 and Tier 5 units, because my Imperium, well, 70 is respectable, it's not bad, but it's going to drop pretty quickly once I start summoning more Fallen Angels. And I'd like to make more Pyre Templars too, and now that I'm almost through my tomes, there may be other high-tier tome units I want to pick up as well. I guess we can do... well, we got the walls in here. Let's go ahead and throw down a work camp in this outpost, because then I could put a teleportation gate right here. And I got the other Amulet of Kings. I believe that goes to my defender here. And that is the last one I need for now. So now all my army leaders have those, so that's very good. And we need to delve back into the item forge to see what comes next. I had taken down sub-suggestions for that to come from Chris Lighthawk, 2 of which I can't do yet. Boots with very fast... Actually, maybe I can do the very fast movement boots. That might be possible with just 2 haste berries. I think it's 3, though. I think it's 3, but let's find out. Let's scroll down to the boots here. There they are. Oh, you can do very fast movement boots. Okay, so I guess that is just 2. There's a couple heroes that could probably use these. I think I might do like a very general defensive setup on them. Swift is... Okay, slowing terrain would be like... I think slowing terrain includes bushes, and I run into that a lot. So actually having Swift on these boots would be pretty nice. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. We're getting enough high-tier items that I can splurge and kind of make whatever I want. I may as well just do like +1 defense, +1 resistance broadly. Because my units are going to have a lot of health anyway from transformation aesthetics, so adding more health I don't think is as good as adding more defense and resistance to get more out of the larger health pool that I already have. So we'll do +1 defense, +1 resistance. Also, another one thing I want to make is animate Flora wands, but I actually kind of think I want these first. Okay, and we're going to call them... Whoops, caps lock. Good old Morrowind reference here. Alright. I've made 2 item forge items. One is an Oblivion reference and the other one's a Morrowind reference. I might be a nerd, guys. Alright. This guy is dead. Okay, cool. More collections for the crypt. Oh, I've got to be... There's got to be a staggering amount of people. Hang on. How much am I talking here? How many people do I have? Not as many in my prison. But the crypt's getting a little full, guys. Oh my gosh. Alright. Yikes. Oh yeah, I need to remember to drop quick saves. Before I started recording, I was just kind of panning around the map looking at things and looking at my notes, and my game crashed. So it can definitely still just straight up crash to desktop. I'm just lucky that hasn't happened at a bad point during the series so far. Okay, I think we can go to the next turn now. Still in the process of summoning that guy, so we don't need his spells. Imperium, I am not going to use on anything at the moment. I really am trying to get knightly orders, because this one is actually going to be really good for me, because I'm going to have a lot of legendary rank units, and this is going to give like Titan Slayer to all of my horse archers, and all of my shock units are going to get Order of the Thunderer and be able to inflict stun. Like, there's some really nice stuff I can get out of that. Alright, Tana's moving. That means if somebody's going to interfere with me, I'll probably be up here. I know I saw another red, like, glowing enemy army hazard thing up here, like, where you can just kind of see the red glowing in the fog of war. So I kind of thought that might be Tana, but apparently it wasn't, or if it was, she ran off. So we'll see if anyone interrupts, very rudely interrupts my burning down and razing of this city again. I think Noctis is still too far away to do anything about it. I think Rodchek's the only other one who would. And he is hopefully smarting a little bit from losing those units. Although, to be honest, I didn't really kill that many of Rodchek's units there. I'm sure he's got 4 times that much just running around somewhere. Although taking out their heroes does still slow them down a bit, because they get them back almost right away, but they get wind up all the way back in their capital. So, or typically that's where you see them pop up. Actually, I guess that's always where they would pop up. I think all new heroes come to your capital. Feels weird having Karakoram stay in one place for so long, but I really do need to harvest those haste berries before I move on. I think this area where Promisal is probably where I'll kind of head to next. Just going straight at the enemy. Trying to take out Rachek before Noctis and Nikareth. I have to always check their name. Whoa, whoa, wait, what just happened here? Why do I not have all my units in this fight? I wasn't in the city. Why is Genghis not involved in this? No, for real. I don't know why Genghis isn't involved. Oh, it's because of the walls on the outpost. Oh, I didn't even notice that. This is really, really dumb, and I hope the developers change this. The units that are in the city should have the option of joining the defense. Even if it technically counts as a sally out, and the walls can be destroyed if you lose, I think you should still have the option. Because, like, in reality, if those units are in the city and they see the enemy armies on the battlefield approaching, they should be able to just come out of the walls and help them. So if any devs are watching, could you please change this? Because this is really dumb. And it's too easy of a mistake to make. Alright, well, we gotta play it out. I still got the cleric. I can get healing. But we're gonna be pretty badly outnumbered. Fortunately, I'm seeing a lot of tier 2 units in their army. And no heroes. So this might be doable. Possibly even without losses. But it's annoying as heck. And I think it's a dumb mechanic. Yeah, right. This needs to be changed. Alright, we got a nice clear open battlefield. We're terribly outnumbered. And we just gotta pop healing and hope for the best. Okay. Well, who can heal? We got this guy. Probably needs to use it on the archer. I cannot lose these armies. These guys are way too important. I really need to think carefully about this fight. I do think this is a doable fight. Okay. Probably, yeah, we start by healing the archer up. And we're definitely going to need to pull out every trick in the book. So everyone's going to need to slide to one side. I want them to come at me in a line, not a wall. So we're all going to go as far away from one army as possible. If I look at the battlefield from a zoomed out view, everyone is fairly evenly balanced. So which army would I want to be the first one that I deal with, and which one would be the last? Probably the first one to deal with would be these guys down here, who have let's see, got a skirmisher, they got a necromancer. I would like to get rid of that necromancer early if I can, but I guess they've got one up there too. They've got a tyrant knight up there. Immortals down here. Let's go the cleric's direction, because the cleric's going to have to spend one turn holding still to trigger battlefield restoration. Yeah, okay. So let's go up like this. I'll have you go ahead and you can heal this archer there. Actually, I might have somebody else heal the archer. Might have you do it. Yeah. You go ahead and heal him. Use Mending Touch. And I don't need to use Cleanse yet. I will go ahead and give you a stack of Grace. So you've got plenty of regen. This champion could use a little patching up. I'll go ahead and use you to do that. Alright, yeah, this is pretty bad. Alright, now I want you to go ahead and do this as soon as possible. Just get everyone's health regenerating. And then I want everybody else to kind of just move up this way as much as they can. And I need to think carefully about what spells I use in this fight. I'll have you guys chill here for a minute. What spells do I have available to me? Heroic Stand, Salvation, Mantra, Purification, Exalted Champion. I mean, anything that gives the Cleansing Flames is going to be pretty useful to me, especially against Rachek. The Umbral guys tend to do a lot of debuffs. Okay, they removed regeneration on the one unit that has natural regeneration. And they haven't really repositioned these armies. They've got this little flank going on this bottom side here. I wonder if I turned around, I might be able to kill these units that are by themselves, since they're not moving anything up here. I think I'm going to do that. I'll turn around, go after these guys down here who are isolated. I don't know why they're doing this, but if they're going to, I'll try to take advantage of it. Alright, fall back. I don't intend to make any crazy mistakes in this fight. Let's see, I could do Cleric's Fervor, which would heal him a little bit more. Give some regen. Yeah, I'll do that. Any amount of healing that I can do is probably good. Why are these guys, why are they doing this little separate? Okay, I mean, this is fine. Oh, here comes the big charge. All right, I'm glad I pulled the rest back. Okay, we can at least isolate a few down here now. I still have no idea why they did this, but I guess I won't complain. Alright, if I pull this guy here and then use Pyre Cloak, it sets up a nice defensive area behind this rock that I can use as cover from the armies on the north. And he can block anything trying to come through that middle point. I think this is a pretty strong point to do a Pyre Cloak. I do think that I may want to move a couple guys in advance. At the very least, I'll move him here. Sets this guy up. And then I'm going to have this guy go down here, because I don't want him right next to the Pyre Cloak when it goes off. Actually, if he goes here, he'd be fine. And then I could sort of lock down this guy who's a magic fighter. Yeah, I think this is a good spot, because the Pyre Cloak I'd put there. So I might have the cleric just do damage on this turn. Yeah, I'll have the cleric do damage. I'll have you defend. Okay, that works. In fact, I could have you attack. Yeah, you do Pyre Cloak here, because that puts you in defense mode. You could run up and attack. Get rid of him. You go here and defend. Yeah, defend all those units in there, I think, is probably the right call. These guys are going to be crashing into me on the next turn here. Alright, you get back, guard the cleric. And you hide here so you can shoot. If they're going to charge me, I'm going to take advantage of that and set up a wall. And hopefully we can hold that wall. Any reason to cast any of this yet? Would that be useful? Yes, actually. Although, wait, no, yes and no. Blood Parasites would be nice, but these Umbral guys clear status effects. Anyone with that Umbral Gloomstrider transformation? Umbral Demon gets Curse Eater. Loses 1 random negative status effect and heals from it. So I don't want to give them Blood Parasite because they're actually just going to get health from it. It's a bad... It would actually be bad for me to do that. I could give somebody Unholy Champion and make them crazy powerful for the rest of the battle. And that debuff is not an actual debuff, so Curse Eater wouldn't apply. They would just lose morale. I don't think I'm ready to pick a spell yet. I'm limited onto how many I can use because I'm still fighting in the domain of a spell jammer here. Okay, here comes the blind. Ooh, here comes tentacles. I don't want to deal with that. My cleric's going to be pulling overtime this battle, trying to clear off status effects and whatnot. So I think they resurrected their... Yeah, they resurrected their dragon. I think I can kill them faster than they can kill me. Unfortunately, one of my archers did get blinded. It's a little bit of a problem. Okay, I think what I want to do is use the Zealous Ignition here. Wait, where are you? How did you get positioned there? Did they pull you out of position? I want to use Zealous Ignition. I'd prefer not to set this guy on fire doing it, but I don't know if I have much of an option. First off, though, we're going to try to taunt somebody into coming after him. So, probably this guy. Yeah, because the Tyrant Knight's already closed his distance. I don't care who he attacks, he's not going to do much damage. I'm going to try to taunt this guy into coming after me. That should make him be dumb for a turn. I can damage this tentacle thing. What I really want to do is do... well, I could get him out of there, actually, with Sprint. As long as he's not immobilized. He is immobilized. Okay. Basically what I want to do is get Zealous Ignition active because it's going to affect a big part of the battlefield right in the middle of where all these units are. And it's going to be giving them debuffs while giving me buffs. Now, the fire is going to damage them or is going to give you a debuff that they can actually clear off and heal. But the game also has to consider that some of them are going to have blind because of the sandstorm effect. So I think it's a net positive for me. So I'm probably still going to do that. And it gives me status effect clears, perhaps more importantly. So I could actually do that on this guy here and get, because I've already got some cleansing flames over here. And my cleric won't be bothered by it because she is faithful or zealous or something, I think. Maybe. Do you have zeal? Pretty sure she does. Fervor, overwhelm tactics, army trainer, cleric, empowering. Faithful, yeah, there it is. Okay, so she's fine with that. So I'm going to drop that on that shield guy right there. This will affect some enemies, but more importantly, I'm trying to get it on my own units, particularly those archers, so that they can clear the blind effect. Okay, got a random negative status effect on this guy. Diseased. Well, normally that would be bad, but because of all the cleansing flames, it'll probably clear itself off over time. Okay, and then you can do a crap ton of damage to that guy. I think I might go ahead and do that. Although I may actually defend, use the smite here. I'm not sure. There's a lot of other stuff that can come in and hit me. But those guys are pretty tanky. You know what? I'm going to take the extra damage here. And I think between the critical hits on them and these guys, I can probably drop this unit. Yeah, they're dead. Okay, and that zealous thing did clear these guys, so they have decent line of sight now. They can actually hit crap. I'm going to go ahead and hit back over here, I think. Unless you can drop this in a particularly nasty spot. Ooh, you can. Ooh, right there. Yeah, hit that. Yeah, do that. Okay. And then you don't really have a good angle here. I think I might teleport them over here, actually. There's more stuff they could hit if they go here. And this guy I will just have do the 3-hit strike. Yeah. That'll push them back. And I could get my Pyre Templar up there. And I could even run this guy out and have the Warbreed go hit them before they charge in and hit me. I'm not sure if that would be worth it, but... Or I could have this guy go here and make even more cleansing flames. Ooh, I like that, because it also locks down 2 of their charge units. I'm going to do that. This is an aggressive move, but I think it's a good one. Okay. That guy is stunned for some reason. I'm not sure why. Then I got my Warbreed, who can be flexible and kind of move wherever he needs to go. The Warbreed does not like the cleansing flames. He needs to get out of them. This guy, if I move the Warbreed, they can get to my archers. So what I think I'll do is I'll move him here just to get him out of the cleansing flames. But no one can reach those archers. In fact, what I might do is actually have him, because this guy went here and is blocking those units, I think my Warbreed is pretty safe to move up here and hit that guy. Get some damage in on him. And then my Cleric has options, lots and lots of options. So what do I want to do down here? I think this guy is best off just working on this vine, because it's... Well, I don't know. I mean, he's constricted, but only for 1 turn. Yeah, go ahead and... It's going to be either hit the vine or hit the dragon. Ooh, those archers are going to do a deadly amount of damage to something. I think my Cleric might actually attack on this turn. because nobody really needs healing that badly. So if nobody needs healing, I would rather just do damage output. Mending Touch, I would need to actually reach a unit with that. I kind of just want to kill this guy. Oh, I was surprised none of those wound up being a crit. I was sort of counting on that. Well, he's very injured, so it should be fine. Then you can kill this guy. Yeah, I think I want to make sure that dragon doesn't get away. Maybe I'll use the Pyre Templar because he could hit 2 units here. Yeah, I'll do this. Pyre Templar goes like this. Because then he's also damaging that unit while he attacks. Now his back is open now, which is a little bit of a problem. But if I use the archer to clear this guy out, then I can move the shield up and guard his back like this. And then the shield can actually smite, which protects, which puts him in defense mode and protects this guy. Now these guys, I don't really like where they're at. What do I want to do with them? Because they can sprint, so I could get them out of there. Although, wait, no, they can't because they're immobilized. That's right. So they can't move. Unless fleeting gets... No, none of those actually get rid of immobilized, so it would be a waste if I used it right now.
Yeah.
I might actually just have them defend. Yeah, I think they need to defend. And then you, really, I would rather you just get away from that. I'd rather you just get away from this thing, but you can't, so you may as well fight it. Oh, I stunned it. Okay, so it won't stun me back, or it won't hit me back next turn. And then I feel like I'm actually in pretty good shape here. Oh, there's blind on everyone. But I've got all those cleansing flames to help out. So... Oh, those are not cleansing flames. Those are just flames. That hurt. It's just a horde. There's just so many. But I think we're winning. Okay, we're gonna want to get our Warbreed out of there. I do get a Resurrect. My Cleric's got one. So as long as I don't lose too many units, should be okay. I could drop another Zealous Ignition, actually, and just keep spreading Cleansing Flames freaking everywhere. Oh, he's in trouble. I need to get him out of there. Oh, how many stacks of Fervor do you have? I think you got 3. I think maybe just actually Battlefield Restoration on everyone again. That's probably what I want to do. She's still in Cleansing Flames. So over time, that will go away. This guy needs to just get away from everything. He's not in good shape. And he can't go through the Cleansing Flames because that'd just be more fire. So I think I'm going to have him go this way. He's still going to have... He's going to end up with 3 stacks. If the problem is if I move there, he can't move again. So I have to step through the fire at least once to get down there. Oh crap, I forgot about the Constrictor there. Oh, now he's really in trouble, isn't he? Well, that's not great. He doesn't have any corpses he can eat. It's a weird, kind of a weird sentence, but it's true. Maybe if I kill that guy, I could actually do that. Problem is I'm blind. The Cleric's got a decent chance, or the Pyre Templar's got a decent chance to kill it, though. Oh, he's in so much trouble if I don't heal him, like, right now. That's annoying. I want to focus my efforts over here on killing things, but instead I'm trying to save my hero. Oddly enough, the defender is the one who is being vulnerable right now. See, if I move these guys here, I can get rid of... I'd either get rid of the fire or the blind, and I'm not sure which one. Actually, I could move them back and forth a couple times, though, if I needed to. Basically, I want to try to kill those guys. Okay. We got rid of... Wait. Is there both fire and... Oh, there's both fire and cleansing flames. Okay, well, we did get rid of blind, though. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Hopefully, between them and somebody else, I can land a crit and try to get rid of those things. If I go here... Do these guys have zeal or faithful? They have zeal. Okay, good. So I can theoretically get rid of their blind by moving into this area. Really need you to go down right now. Please kill him. Okay. Good, I've got a chance. As much as I want to pop Battlefield Restoration again, I can't right now. I need to heal this guy. He is in a lot of trouble. I can do Cleanse to clear Immobilized. He might actually be able to run again if I do that. I'm not sure if it works that way, but I think I'm going to heal him first regardless. Let's see. If I move the cleric there, she's still in a fairly safe spot, I think. Then I could do Mending Touch on him as well, which would be pretty handy right here. Stacks of burning, but they're getting taken away just as fast as she's gaining them, so that's good. There you go. There's a big heal. Probably do Cleric's Favor next. I could do that on anyone. Doesn't have to be this guy down here. He's a lot less vulnerable now. Just have you get that thing out of the way. It's being annoying. Okay. Not too bad. Unfortunately, I did use an awful lot of resources and time to get that done. She might actually want to heal herself. If that cleric's incredibly important. If she goes down, my sustain drops off a cliff. I could kill him. That's just a decaying zombie, though. Anybody could kill him. And then this guy up here is getting tag teamed a bit. He does have cleave. This seems like a good spot to use it, so I will go ahead and do that. I think he needs help. Yeah, those guys aren't really a big threat to him on their own. So I'm going to have you run up here. We'll just get another kill. Hopefully this does some morale damage. That did not get a kill. Okay. About the only thing he can do is attack this guy. I need to get more kills. I would like... Okay, I think what I want is for the archer to kill that zombie. If the archer moves here, or actually this might be a good opportunity for the archer to teleport. If it teleports here, then it ends up in the cleansing flames at an angle to the zombie where it can shoot it in the back. I think that... Okay, it didn't get rid of the blind, so we're going to have to hope to get a little lucky on these hits. Okay, we got it. Then I can move this guy up and either... I think I want to heal the cleric. Oh, this place is such a mess. But I need to keep that cleric alive, no matter what. This guy's okay for now. He'll be fine. He's tanky enough. It's this side down here that I'm a little bit more worried about. So patch the cleric up. Make sure she's always tip-top shape. She can do some damage, or she can do cleric's fervor, or whatever it is. I think probably casting this on the hero is the best play. Or, you know what? That guy right there, actually. I think that guy right there could use it, because he's really the one on the front line here. He could do a triple strike, get a knockback, but it's a charge unit. You don't necessarily want to knock them back. You could actually probably heal yourself. Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself. I just need you to stay alive. And then you're fine down there now, I think. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the cleanse on you. Get rid of all your negative status effects. Can you move now? No, you can't. Well, then you're just going to have to defend. I think he'll be okay. I don't think anything's threatening him. Although, at any point, they could drop another big spell on me. Speaking of big spells, I could drop one on them. If I put one where he is, I get a bunch more people and another Zealous Ignition. I think this guy probably just needs to stay where he's at. I don't know. I could do a knockback combo on this guy. Nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Yeah. You know what? Hit back. And yeah, you know what? I think we just keep rolling with this Zealous Ignition. I think this has just been way too helpful for me overall. That... Okay, that moved my horse back. Wait, where'd my horse go? He was there, and it said target units got teleported. Oh, did he get moved here? I think that's where he got moved. Okay, a little weird, but I don't think this hurts me, really. Other than that, it now opened up that archer to attack. But I think overall I'm okay. And I've got these cleansing flames to help out. Hopefully that doesn't... lava burst hurts. I don't want to deal with that again. Hopefully he can't do that too much. He did it again. Okay, that guy is running away. You know what? In the current situation, that might be good. It doesn't really matter if he flees. As long as I win the battle, he'll still be around. And he'll be able to run without anybody hitting him. Although he's immobilized, so he's not going anywhere. Alright, well, we'll just have to try to keep him alive. I don't think I lost anybody else there, did I? Or anybody at all, really. No, I didn't lose anybody. Okay, I think my cleric definitely needs now I want to do battlefield restoration. Dome of protection might have been pretty good back there too, but let's do battlefield restoration. Keep that healing going. Do the triple strike combo. Alright. I really want you to move somewhere where you can hit multiple units, so I'm going to try to get that guy out of the way with somebody else. Shouldn't be hard to do. Move here. Yeah, just go ahead and shoot him. And you can move up and start messing up that mage. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, you're weak enough that you're not really a threat anymore. I'll just have him keep pushing that guy around. Kill either of those. I think we'll probably kill the charge unit, since I've got a unit in the battle mage's face. Prevents him from disrupting somebody's defense mode. Okay, maybe I can get another taunt off on somebody. And then these guys can move up and do another cleansing flame hit. Those guys in the middle might die, but that's okay. My cleric can resurrect them if they go down. Unless they have something that can, like, explode a corpse or whatever. But they've already spammed, I think, most of their spells, and they don't have any heroes that could do anything like that, so I'm probably okay. I don't have any heals, yeah. I've got nothing heal-wise. I think what I'll do is I'll send this guy over here and do another Pyre Cloak. Oh, no, not that. Oh, I misclicked. Alright, well... beginning to look at this guy as being more of a liability until I can get him defensive masters, because he is just always in trouble. Oh, that's Consume Chaos. I saw the symbol for it. That could have actually been pretty useful. I saw the symbol for it and thought it was Corpse Gorging, because it's the same symbol, I think. But no, it's Consume Chaos. Not particularly useful in this battle because they're clearing off most of their status effects anyway, but it could still come in handy. Let's get you out of the fire and just generally out here. I could actually taunt this guy so that he's not hitting my friend. He should try to go after him. See, I need to get rid of the blind. Just keep running around and all that. Yeah, I'd like to soften him up a bit. And then I can go up here. I could smite somebody up here. Thinking that's what I do. I smite somebody up here. I think we resign this guy to his fate. He's dead. Wait, hang on. No, he's not, because he's not constricted. So now might be when we sprint. No, he's not constricted or immobilized, so why can't he move through there? Oh, I don't know. But we could do another Zealous Ignition. This battlefield's a mess. Alright, well, he's probably gonna die. But that's okay, we'll get him back up. Just do that for now. And you may as well probably attack that guy. Did he hit me with the giant lava burst attack again? Wait, did my guy not die? Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. How are you still alive? I might actually be able to save him now. Alright, I need to get rid of a status effect again. Okay, I could cut through both of them. That seems like a no-brainer. Let's just do that. Ah, why are you fumbling? Oh, it's ceaseless cacophony. Right. Well, somehow you continue to live and impress me. I'll just keep bullying this guy across the map with that war breed. I could use sprint here and actually kill. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna use sprint and kill the battle mage back here. They can't cause any trouble. And you've got your big attack ready again. I think we need to drop that right about here, I think. Yeah, because that won't hit any friendlies, right? Nice, that was a nice crit. Alright, I really would like to get rid of the immobilize on this Pirate Templar, because I have lots more important things that I would like him to be doing. So cleansing flames here, is that just fire? That's just fire, okay. I could cleanse that Templar, actually. Yeah, I can actually reach him. Do I have healing touch? No. I do have Dome of Protection, but I think I need the cleanse here. Cleric's Fervor would be a little bit of healing for somebody, not a lot, but it wouldn't hurt. Just trying to figure out who can get rid of him. I really wish he would have died when this Pirate Templar smacked him, but I fumbled. Yeah, I think I just want to drop Cleric's Fervor on somebody here. Even if it's only one stack of it. It's fine. It's better than nothing. I could probably give it to maybe this shield guy here. Yeah, he's kind of frontlining this, so we'll give it to him. And then we'll cleanse. Actually, I'm going to move her up a bit. There's really no reason not to at this point. Other than the fact that she can't because I just used that. Okay, well, then I guess she's going to stay back here. But we'll clear that off of him so he can move forward. And then I can start kind of trying to trap these units back here. And we'll do this for even more cleansing flame fun, which is really what's carrying me through this battle. And the archer, unfortunately, doesn't really have a lot of cleansing flames around him. So I would have to get him there. I guess he could go there. Yeah, I could do that, and then I could do this. And that might clear blind. It did. Okay, good. Then I'm going to have you move up here, and I'm actually going to smite here. It may be overkill for this guy, but I want him in defense mode next to that archer. And I want you, you're going to have to take some burning there. Get up there and hit him. And you are just... I don't know how you're still alive, but you're doing it, so good job. I might actually even try to give you a chance here with a heal. I was going to do salvation, but I don't have enough mana for that. Alright. Well, actually, what might make more sense is a commander's call. which is could buff. Okay, I got a random positive status effect. That could buff this guy too. He's fleeing, but like I can attack with him. So I'm not really sure why, but I can't put him in defense mode, so attacking makes the most sense. Alright. Oh, who else do I have? Oh, I got you guys here. You also need to stick around in the cleansing flames. In fact, just go here so you trigger momentum, and then I think you can, yeah, get a kill on him. Or push him away, that's fine too. Okay, hey, don't kill him now, that'd just be embarrassing. I think part of the reason they haven't been able to kill him is because the range units are blind from the sandstorm. Nobody can friggin' see anything. Bro, you're retreating the wrong way and making this way more difficult. Alright, get up there and damage them all. I think we might be able to end this battle here. Ah, close. This guy is in an annoying spot. Can you hurt him a little? I would like to kill him. Okay, you run through the cleansing flames. We need to get rid of the blind. There you go, you got it. Gone. Then go here, then teleport here. Shoot him in the back, please. There, then this should kill. Okay. You're actually not blind, you just don't have a good shot. But now you do. Okay, cleric. Oh wait, that's not my cleric. Where's my cleric? Yeah, you should be able to finish him off. Go for it. There we go. Alright, that actually went astoundingly well. Hopefully he doesn't attack again, because that was a mess. I did not see that coming at all. Yeah, like I said, I really don't think that rule should be in. I think units in the walls should have the option to come out and assist units out of the walls. Like, it should be a player's choice kind of thing. I mean, it's not like my own army shouldn't be able to open their own gates and ride through them. Also, Rodchek just straight up refuses to let me raise this city, but if he wants to keep pouring all of his units into trying to defend an already dead capital city, I guess that's fine.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I think I'm just going to attack him again. After I drop a quick save, because I do not want to redo that fight. If I have another crash. Alright, we got the Boots of Blinding Speed coming. Wrath of the Emperor. I think the boots are going to go to this guy for now. I really actually don't have footwear items for most of my heroes, I don't think. Yeah, like nobody has any. All running around with no shoes. Okay. Well, I think probably this guy's... Oh, these guys can't move because of him. That's annoying. Even though I finished the battle before he actually retreated, I kind of thought he would still have his movement because of that. Guess not. Alright, well... Then I think what I do is I ride out with Genghis so that she can take advantage of the healing. I guess they could go there. Okay, that would work too. All right, I'm just trying to figure out how to get as many people as possible into healing areas as I can. We'll just do the auto. With Genghis's army in the middle, hopefully that means these guys don't have to fight as much and I don't lose somebody to some... Oh my gosh. Genghis died. Why? Why? It's a very easy fight. Let's just not have Genghis die. I would have thought one of the weak guys would have died over here. It's just unnecessary.
Huh?
I think that's my one problem, my one maybe biggest problem with this transformation aesthetics build. It just feels like I have to do manual combat way, way more often than I should. I don't know if it's because of transformation aesthetics or if it's because of just the way the nomad culture plays, or if it's just my build. It's probably some combination of all those things, I imagine, but it just doesn't, it feels like the auto combats are going quite poorly in general, and I'm having to do everything myself. Can I get you over to heal this guy? Yes, I can. All right, then do that. Now, Genghis, how did you manage to get yourself killed, buddy? He's going hard. He's casting all his spells and doing everything he can. Drop that there. Probably should have moved Genghis next to him first, I guess. Let's go ahead and drop Battlefield Restoration, because I know a lot of units can use that. And then get started with Cleansing Flame shenanigans, I guess. Yeah. Nice, got a kill there early on, that's good. I think Genghis is gonna go out to this side and help. So I would really like this guy to go again, because he has a great move right there. Oh yeah. All right, and then everybody else can go after these nerds up here. If I... No, I was hoping I could push this guy to where those other units could hit him, but I can't. I guess I can't push him anyway, probably because of the pole arm. You know what, Archer? Just stay out of harm's way. You don't need to be involved in this. Just end the turn. We're fine. A little odd that he has Lava Burst. That's not in the line of tomes I would have expected Rotchek to go for. That's a Materium tome. You are... Okay, I need to clear your status effects, because he's immobilized, or constricted. way I'm going to do that is by moving you up here, doing this. Then if I can kill that guy, he should be able to run around and, yeah, he should be able to run around and hit them. So I just need to kill you. Why not? Whoops. Except I would probably want to do it from here. Shoot him, and then if I miss, I don't hit a friendly. I'll have Genghis Khan teleport over here. And he can just skip all that fire. Okay, they're all dead. It's just that guy up there. And my camera is freaking the heck out. Alright, go get a kill, pal. Actually, you didn't get a kill. Alright, let big guy get a kill. Okay, now, for the third time, may I take this city, please? I think Genghis has enough movement to get back. Yes, he does. Okay, then you go there. Nobody in the outpost walls this time. There we go. It's about as good as I can do right now. Racek just does not want to let his buddy's city go. It's that sentimental value or something. Alright, well, these guys are set up here for an attack, so we got a little incursion there, but I don't think that's anything I need to worry too much about. That's why I've got extras. Yeah, okay. Can you guys deal with that? You sure can. Alright, then go do that. Come on. Here you go. Safe battle. Oh, it might pull in some of them. I didn't even look at that. Okay, who died? And in what army? It was an extra guy, a Dust Weaver. He was only silver rank. That's not worth my time. That is not an item I will ever use, so we can just disenchant that. Yeah, it was one of them. Okay, that's fine. And these guys are probably going to go make a mess, but I think I can intercept them. With these extras. You go ahead and make another Dust Weaver to replace the one I lost. Kind of thinking maybe I want to grab an Undead Titan. It might be fun. I've got lots of souls. I remember these guys being pretty good, because I think Dread Burst can be used in enemy zone of control, which is pretty strong. You know what? I'm gonna grab one of these guys just for the fun of it, just because I can. Why not? We'll see how he fits in. Maybe I'll make more. Okay, and then as for you guys, well, actually, as for this, make a work camp so that I can more effectively siege this city while healing. Then move up. Let's get the siege started. Siege projects. We'll go kind of probably our normal route here. Undermine the walls, construct the onagers, and revels of blood. Okay, close that. Notably, Rebels of Blood might be bad if I run into when I'm using it against Rotchek, because of Curse Eater, the Umbral units will just turn it into health. I may want to try to remember that. Okay, and then you guys go here. You guys go here. So you guys are all together. I am going to go ahead and run down here, actually, with these guys, because they can do this pretty quickly. We'll just get rid of this little incursion before they actually get on my stuff and mess it up. Yeah, we'll have spells. I don't think anyone in here will die. They're all so high ranked that they have a lot of health. Well, they killed the 2 low rank ones. Let's see, what rank were you? You were new enough? Yeah, they're both new enough that I don't care. It was just a Wind Warrior and then a low rank Strider. Don't care. More padded mail. That's actually pretty nice armor. That might be useful for somebody, although I feel like I've already got lots of good chest armor. I think everybody's kind of set in that regard. We'll take it, and we can always disenchant it later. Let's go ahead and replace the units that I just lost there. I'll replace the Strider with another Strider. I'll replace the Wind Warrior with a Paladin, probably. Yeah. So they'll come after the Titan. Yeah. Head back and patch up, guys. And this army should be fine up here. They do have a dragon. It's not completely not scary, but it depends on whether they ride out to attack me. I might be able to slightly outnumber them if they hold their current formation. Okay, some other hero got captured. Remains collected. Outpost founded. I think I got 2 of them up this turn. There should be one over here as well. So I need to assign that to... actually, for this one, I'll probably build the walls first, because there's enough enemy crap around here that they could cause trouble. Oh, this is... right, I could maybe try to do one of these. These Faded Region things. Could be fun. But first, we have a date with a fire giant. Can I reach his city? I can come darn close. I can siege it now. And he's still here, so this will be the end of our friend, our fire giant friend. Just make sure I can get everybody down there. Or get enough people down there for it to matter. Yeah, unfortunately I'm a little cramped on space here. I may have to just bring down the other group on the next turn, when I can move everybody a little more. Alright, let's get this siege started. And against you, you definitely want undermine the walls and construct onagers. Yeah, we'll do the same. Revels of Blood, that's fine. Spare no expense, we'll just mess him up. And then I want to... you know what, actually, I kind of want to get a fallen angel in this guy's army. Can I still do that? Maybe not on this turn, but if I send somebody back up, who's an extra? Who do I not need here? I'd rather keep the paladins. I think if it's going to be switching one range unit for another, I'll send this guy back up. These guys I will have go here. And then we will summon the Fallen Angel right here. Gain infinite sensing range for 3 turns. Well, that's interesting. I can see where everybody's stuff is, in theory. It seems like there should be a lot more than that. I'm not sure if this is entirely correct. There should be a lot more. Well, there's a pretty big army there. That's actually useful to know, because they could be on me pretty quickly here. I guess I'll see them coming next turn. Oh, there's a huge army there. Oh, they could be cutting me off. Where did they come from? Well, that helps me know not to send these poor bone boys out in that direction. They should probably go back until I know what that is, because they're not strong enough to handle that on their own. Yeah, go back to friendly territory until I know what that is. Probably try to get up on these, get into that mountain pass there for now. Alright, in the meantime, you can go ahead and just start capturing Ancient Wonders. Okay, do I want to summon another Fallen Angel? Probably. I think I've got the Imperium that I can afford to get some more tier 5s out here in the field, so I'll go ahead and start summoning another one. However, I may want to use Consecrating Firestorm against our Fire Giant friend here. If I can find him. So, how much firepower does he actually have in there? Or the better question is, how much will he have in 3 turns? He'll probably have a full stack. I think getting Consecrating Firestorm ready is probably useful here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because that would turn all his fire and use it against him. And that would be really nice for me. Okay. Let's do that. I got more stuff invading me from the south. That should be easy to deal with. I'm much more worried about whatever this is and where it came from. Probably came out of that Umbral portal, I'd imagine. I don't know where that connects to. But I'm really hoping it doesn't go interfere with what I'm trying to do with Flammic, because that could be a problem. Because that army they're completely cut off from everybody else right now, and I have no way to get reinforcements out to them in time. Alright, well, in the turn, see what they do. I will be keeping an eye on them. I would also like to know, I want to particularly pay attention to whose turn it is when they move. I want to know whose units they are. Odds are they're going to move somewhere where I can see them next turn anyway. They're not Taina's. Or if they were, she didn't move them. But I don't think those would be Taina's down there. I'm actually worried this might be Nicoreth or Noctis. This may be the first we've seen of them. Because there's an Umbral portal on the other side, so they could have come from kind of anywhere. And there's a lot of them. Whatever they do, I want them to move west. I do not want them to move east. I do not want the enemy running in to save Flammic from otherwise certain death. At least I do have a Fallen Angel out there with him, though. Okay, so it's not Noctis. We're at Rachek's turn now. But I've been beating the crap out of him in the northwest, so I don't think it's him. Could be Nikareth. And it's got to be Nikareth. Yep, here she comes. And she is going after that outpost. Ugh, gross. Okay. Is she going to try to save Flammic? She totally could. In fact, she could be on me on the next turn. Maybe I need to abandon the siege and go try to... What have we got here? This is the first we've really seen of Nikareth. A lot of order units. A lot of tier 1s, tier 2s. Some tier 3s. No heroes. Wait, one hero. Okay. One hero with 4... Holy crap. Okay, that's a pretty strong army. Although they're also a little one-sided. A little one-dimensional. Just to have a whole bunch of charge units and nothing else. But I've got numbers. Well, no, I don't have numbers compared to her, but I have numbers in general. I think what I'm going to do is leave the Fallen Angel in this army. We've still got Cleansing Flames that we're working on. I don't think I can afford to abandon this siege. I think we have to try to kill Flammic. I have an idea, and my Strider's not going to like it. But if I was to run the Strider over here, Nikareth might see that as an opportunity to get an easy kill, and may move an unnecessary amount of units to try to get to it. How far can they move? Primarily that stack is the one I want to distract. So if I go to here with them, that might buy me a turn. This might buy me more than one turn, though, if I go all the way down here. All right. Sorry, Horse Archer. Good luck with the retreat. Then you are going to go down here. We're going to hold our ground and try to finish this siege. Oh, I just realized something. The way this is set up, if they come through this tunnel, it's a one-on-one fight. That actually could be both good for me and bad for me. But I think it's good for me. Because they've got overwhelming numbers, right? But I've got a spring or summer fairy that can keep repeatedly healing me. Also, knowing that... Okay, knowing that, I'm going to actually get the Fallen Angel in this army here. Yeah. That way he can help guard. And I can actually use that cave entrance to my advantage. I think that's the best play I've got. I would rather have this army fight 6 consecutive battles by themselves if it comes to that. But really, I'm just buying time. My main goal is kill Flammic, get him out of the game so we don't have to think about him or worry about him anymore. That'll open up... Oh, and Nikareth's... Okay, now she's coming over here too. All right, Nikareth has entered the field.
What?
And that army's quite a bit better than what she's got. Maybe not bigger, but I think they're generally better than what she's got out in the east. All right. Well, how quickly can they get to me? They've got a lot of movement. Okay. I did finally get this down and got another one of these guys. I guess he can just sneak his way back to my city. That's fine. I'll go this way. She's got a lot of coverage. That was the big army I saw up there. So yeah, Nikareth is officially in the fray. I think what I need to do, Genghis's army needs to get back, not only to heal, but to support these guys if Nicorette turns her attention this way. I would also really like to not fight another battle against Nicorette when my armies, particularly this one, are already so weak. But I'm not sure if that can be avoided just because she's got like insane movement range. She can make it all the way down to there or there. So I can stay, I think I can stay just outside of her range. Yeah, I can. Not by much. Maybe we leave that outpost over there and she tries to go after that. But this should be safe here, I think. Yep, she just barely can't reach me in either case. All right. So we're safe here. Genghis's army is safe for now while they move back. I am going to reinforce these guys out here, I think, in case she turns her attention this way. They can't actually... Yeah, looking at it again, they can't actually reach me on this turn. But I guess the city-state could always jump out and attack. I would still like to have some extra defenders out there. Alright. I think the right call is to... Well, for one thing, I want big guy here. Well, actually, I want big guy there with a hero. So he's going to end up joining Genghis's army. Or he could go out here and join hers. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you know what? Go join the ritualist. She could use a big undead giant helper. Okay, for some they can't reach that. Okay, so we're safe if we move there. I think I'm going to take these few extra units I just made. The giant's going to go here. And he'll join my ritualist on the next turn. I do have a couple replacements I need to make. Like, I think possibly an archer there, or maybe it was a dust weaver that died. Yeah, I think it was a dust weaver that died. So we'll just do that. And then I think I had a couple casualties out here. Yeah, you could use another archer, you could use another shield, so put the archer out here. Put the shield here. Alright. And they're kind of just waiting in the wings, ready to jump in and help. In fact, I'm going to start moving them up the road. So we've got a lot of extras here, just in case they end up being needed. Hopefully they can move out there pretty quickly. In fact, I'm going to move them up a little bit now. While that group heals, yeah. Okay, that looks okay to me. And I guess my undead friends over here, well, they're not going to go fight Nicorette, that's for sure. They'll just kind of be on guard duty for a minute, I guess. I could always send them back to my city, and they could stay in the city and gain XP passively while fighting off the random... Yeah, they're going to go over there. Actually, that seems like a good place for them. Because they could hide in the city to gain passive XP while running out to kill mobs, random invading groups. That seems like a good job for them. Because they're never going to fight more than one stack at a time, so I'll always have like a horde advantage. Alright, and then you... Game wants me to annex that. I forgot I had a quest for that. I don't know if I'll be able to get a hero down there to do it. For now, I want you to kind of head back towards the capital and hopefully go east to eventually get some wonders under my control. Some more wonders, I should say. So yeah, for now, head back this way. Okay, everybody else there needs to hold their position. Wrath of the Emperor is ready. And we get our next tome. Okay, so we now have lots of flexibility. To save everyone time, I looked through all the tomes before, because I knew I was going to have to pick a new one. I looked through all the tomes before I started playing today, and have decided to get... Okay, so a couple of honorable mentions. First is Tome of the Dreadnought, mostly because ironclads and Construct Great Bombard will help me siege things down faster. That's definitely a contender. Dragons I considered, but I just don't know if I'll have the Imperium for it. I'm already going to be a little tight on Imperium with all the tier 4s I can make. We had Summoning. Scrying guided projectiles would affect my battle mages, but that doesn't really help that many people. And Tower of True Sight's good, but it's ultimately not that useful because I'm already getting a ton of knowledge per turn. Mental Mark. Marked is useful, good combat spell. Basically, the problem is anything that's unit enchantments or race transformations, broadly speaking, not very useful for me. So, what I have decided to do is focus more on units and strategic spells. And I think that this one is the one that makes the most sense for me. Tome of Exaltation. Because of Ascended Warriors, primarily, this is just a way for me to convert mana into unit ranks, and unit ranks are all important for me. Now, notably, this doesn't promote units above legendary rank, but it can get units to legendary rank, and that helps a lot. So we're going to be going with this one, also because it gives the very powerful Resurrect Unit spell, which is a great spell in case an oopsie happens to a high-level unit. Angelic Transformation doesn't help. Temple of the Exalted doesn't really do me... Yeah, that doesn't really help me that much. I guess income from governors in the city is doubled nice. It's just another building for my city. Shrines of Smiting probably won't make very many of these. And then the ruler statue also doesn't really help me much because it's kind of focused around having vassals to get more Imperium. But definitely Ascended Warriors, absolutely worth it. So we're going to take that and really hope that pops up in the first set of spells. It did not.
That begets eternal
we could roll for it. I've got thousands of mana. Can I lock a spell and then roll the other two? Because I do want Resurrect Unit.
Shall know divinity in its absolute form. And the unworthy
can I
shall
do that?
feel but the burning flame.
You know what? No, we'll just roll for a Resurrect Unit the next time around. I'm just going to do Shuffle Research until it shows up. Yeah. Resurrect Unit. We've got mana. We can do this. Ooh, Mass Revive, though. Ooh, I do want that, too. No, stay focused. I want unit ranks. There we go. Ascended Warriors. I think that's the single most important spell I can get right now. It just helps everything else out with my build. Okay, we got the work camp done over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a teleporter out here, I think. Trying to decide where exactly I want it. Probably, like, here, I guess, is fine. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay. I did just get another haste berries. I'm not really sure from where. I don't need to cast Consecrating Firestorm yet. I'm gonna wait until I actually siege the city. Actually, do I want to look down here? Oh, look at all that down there. Okay. Technically, I am in his territory. If he was to sally out and attack the hero stack, maybe I do want to cast Consecrating Firestorm now. Oh, actually, I definitely do. And the reason is, well, actually, Nykareth, yeah, it doesn't really help me out that much against Nykareth, to be honest, because she's going to have probably his Zeal or Faithful on her units. Yeah, Legion of Zeal, so it doesn't really help me against her, but it could potentially help me against Flammic. I think I'm going to wait and cast it closer to when... Yeah, I'm going to cast it closer, because it does damage to him. I would rather cast it on the turn that actually attack his city, so we'll wait. I am going to get another Fallen Angel ready. Essence of Haste Berries. Okay, that's probably what the game's referring to. Where did I get the Essence of Haste Berries? Would that have been the one that I hurried, I think? Yeah, down here. Now, did I get another one on top of that, or did it just finish that one? I just finished that one. Okay, but if we re-get this node, I actually don't even need to finish it, because I'll have the haste berries in my territory. So all I need to do is restore that node, and then it's at... Yeah, I can wait and over-harvest it later. Domain's been invaded, and we're at the end of our turn. Okay, I am expecting the next turn to be pretty busy. So I think we're going to end the episode here. This seems like a good stopping point before things with Nicoreth really kick off like crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a save here. We'll call it for this week. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'm glad if you have stuck with me. I know these hours and hours of episodes, so if you're still here watching, gosh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Coming forward, I guess we get to finally see what Nicoreth has to bring to the table in terms of combat power, and ought to be interesting. First we've really seen of her this game, so we'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that episode, and we'll see you next week. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Dawson Horner, Devin Larson, Roderick, and Sarah Feingold. Thanks so much, everybody.